Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 14th of September 2023. So no video from me yesterday, well apart from that talk from Richard Vobes at the Reigate Superstand. So by the time this video comes out, pretty much all of the Reigate Superstand videos will be on. There was loads of really great talkers there, people like Robin Tilbrook from the Workers of England Union. There was Mad Mix Conspiracies was there, Sonia Poulton, Asif 5G in Merton guy. He talks about and is very knowledgeable about that particular concern. And yeah, Richard Vobes obviously, and a few others as well, all very interesting. But I got all of the talks. I thought they all came out really well. Sound quality was pretty good, video quality was good. So yeah, it's all on there. What I'll probably do is put a link to Robin's talk in the description box below here, and that is on Rumble, and then once you're on there you'll be able to find all of the others as well. I'm sure they're all on my channel there, but I'll link to Robin's because he was talking about something I want to talk about today. But before I do that, just a couple of other things I need to get out of the way. I've done all the Reigate Superstand ones, so I'll now be going back to editing the Uprise and Shine videos. I think the next ones coming up will be Andy Thomas and Mark Devlin, so look out for those in the next few days or so, and then the rest of them will be coming from there. And also, final shout out for the Black Country Living Museum extravaganza happening on Saturday. All you need to do is just turn up there on the day, or you might want to buy your tickets in advance. Just go to the bclm.com site, I think it is, maybe .uk, .co.uk, can't remember, but you'll soon find it. Just search for Black Country Living Museum and you can get your tickets from them. I believe you can get them on the day, and then we're meeting on Saturday, this Saturday, a couple of days time, the 16th, at 10:30 for 11 o'clock. So Lorraine and I will probably be there from about 10:30 in the main entrance hall. And we're going to be wending our way up to the Midlands tomorrow. In actual fact, got the train tickets booked, we've got the hotel booked where we're going to be staying for a couple of nights, so greatly looking forward to it. And if you're going, see you in a couple of days. So one thing that has been talked about a lot in the freedom movement over the last few days is an act of parliament which is going through right now. It's something called the Energy Bill. It had its I think it was its third reading, and it had very little opposition. The Labour Party totally abstained, and I think there's only 19 MPs who voted against it, which is a pathetically small number because it is such a dystopian act, one of so many that this awful government seemed to be putting through over the last few years. And yeah, the Energy Bill, let's just give you a little flavour of what it's all about. If you object to smart meters, and I know many people watching this do, well, this Energy Bill, this act, will give the authorities the power to come into your house and use reasonable force, as it says in the act, to get a smart meter into your home. And I suppose that is going to also include, going forwards, things like heat pump heating, removing gas boilers, removing maybe even gas hobs, and all of these other things the government and the powers that shouldn't be don't seem to like these days. and any kind of what they think is environmentally friendly stuff that they want to do, in the future they will be able to come in to your home and use reasonable force to impose that upon you. And then if you kind of go against these things as well, they will have the ability under this Act to give you either a £15,000 fine or a 1-year prison sentence. So this thing is really ramping up. This dystopian future is really ramping up with this Act. And honestly, since when have we had a law that allows the authorities to use reasonable force against honest, hard-working, law-abiding citizens? Yes, you can use reasonable force against people doing criminal activity, either you doing a citizen's arrest or the police themselves. If they see a burglar or something and they need to apprehend him, they can use reasonable force there, but that's someone doing a criminal activity. So since when has it become acceptable to use reasonable force against law-abiding people? And this is a line, I think, that's been crossed now, and we cannot allow this. The authorities have just gone absolutely power mad. They've gone absolutely insane with it, haven't they? Because of, you know what, they saw how compliant people were 3.5 years ago, and they now obviously think they can just get away with anything, any kind of dystopian stuff, any kind of ridiculous law, and they think that the likes of you and me are just going to sit back and take it. Well, I'm here to say that I'm not going to sit back and take it, which is why I'm making this video, to highlight the problem. And we just need to make people aware of this, because most people out there probably sort of think that this energy bill, oh yeah, energy bill, it's no doubt got some good stuff in there. Well, if people know exactly what it entails, it's going to encourage them to look into it. And yeah, you know, if this is the case, that and people like Robin from the Workers of England Union, he said it in his speech, so they will have the power, he seems to think, as a qualified lawyer, which is what he is, that they will have the power to use reasonable force to come into your property and put things in to your house and take things out of your house, like smart meters. So yeah, that is what this kind of thing involves, what it entails, and we need to be concerned about it. We need to raise awareness about it, because I don't know, well, it doesn't really matter what differences we've had in the past, whether you've had the thing in the arm, whether you haven't, yeah, whether you thought certain other things to do with the Lurgy was justified or not. I think the authorities having the ability to come into your house using force to impose things on you and into your house that you don't want, surely everybody can unite and think that that is crossing a line, and we shouldn't be accepting it. So I'm putting this video out to raise awareness of this. Hopefully it will be shared far and wide, and it will give people who perhaps don't know anything about the energy bill cause for great concern, and hopefully awareness will be raised and pushback will be generated, hopefully to the point where this act or proposed act is, you know, sort of kicked into touch, basically, which is where it needs to go, needs to be binned. So yeah, just a little bit of a rant there, I suppose you could call it. It's something everybody needs to be aware of, and it's just not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. This kind of thing, this kind of government tyranny, I'm sick of it. I'm sure you're sick of it, and everybody, frankly, should be sick of it. So yeah, just having my little say there. Leave a comment in the comment section below what you think, and yeah, sort of tell your friends and family about how, if they don't like smart meters, if they don't like heat pumps, they don't want their gas boiler that they love replaced with a rubbish heat pump that they've got to pay loads of money for, they may well find jackboots coming into their house and making them have them anyway, unless we push back against this and push back against it hard. Anyway, gonna leave it there for now, and tomorrow morning is going to be quite exciting because we're going to be getting up to London and then from there up to Birmingham, and can't say I've ever been to Birmingham properly, not to stay anyway. I've passed through there a few times and that kind of thing, so it should be interesting, and greatly looking forward to the Black Country Living Museum on Saturday. So if you're going, see you there. If not, I'll no doubt be taking a bit of footage here and there to give you a flavour of that, and I'll be back soon. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.